Jim Rogers, a man of diverse experiences, from scholarships at Yale to co-founding the successful Quantum Fund, his investment wisdom extends to valuing passion, global diversification, skepticism, and spotting hidden opportunities. What's next for Jim's financial journey? Let's explore. Jim's journey began in a little town in Alabama, where he grew up. Even though his family didn't have a lot of money, Jim's determination led him to receive a scholarship to Yale University. At Yale, he worked hard, studying and learning from various experiences. After completing his service in the US Army, Jim's passion for learning and adventure led him to England. He earned a scholarship to Oxford University, a prestigious institution with a rich history. In the charming English setting, Jim enthusiastically continued his quest for knowledge. Beyond academics, Jim built connections with people from different walks of life, fostering a global network of friendships. The experience in England not only deepened his understanding of the world, but also enriched his personal growth. Jim's time at Oxford became a transformative chapter in his life, where he blended his military discipline with the intellectual vibrancy of the university environment. The scholarship not only opened doors to academic excellence, but also allowed Jim to savor the cultural tapestry of England, leaving an indelible mark on his journey of exploration and education. Jim's story is one of resilience and dedication. Coming from a small town and facing financial challenges, he never gave up on his dreams. His time at both Yale and Oxford not only equipped him with academic knowledge, but also shaped him into a well-rounded individual with a global perspective. The scholarships not only opened doors for Jim, but also paved the way for him to contribute his learnings and experiences back to the community that supported him in his early years. Jim and George Soros started the Quantum Fund together, and it became really successful. In just 10 years, they made the fund grow by a whopping 4,200%. That means if they started with $100, it turned into $4,200. That's a lot of money. Now, let's talk about Jim's ideas on investing. He believed in some key things to make money in finance. First, he thought being really interested and excited about what you're investing in is super important. That's what he means by passion. If you really like something, you're more likely to do well with it. Jim also said it's smart to invest in different things all over the world. That way, if one place is not doing well, the other might be. It's like not putting all your eggs in one basket. Being skeptical is another thing Jim thought was crucial. It means not just believing everything people say about investments. Sometimes people might be wrong or trying to trick you. One more thing Jim and George did was look for opportunities that others weren't paying attention to, especially when the market wasn't doing so great. This way, they could find things that might go up in value later, like a hidden treasure. So, in simple words, Jim and George made a lot of money by being really interested in what they were doing, investing in different places, not blindly believing everything, and looking for hidden opportunities. Going to a fancy school like Yale can be a big help. It gives you confidence and might make it easier to get good jobs, especially in places like Wall Street where the competition is tough. Take Jim, for example. He's into owning gold and silver. Why? Because he thinks they're like super safe investments, especially when people start losing trust in their governments and money. Imagine you have a really special key. This key is your ticket to a super cool party where important people hang out. Going to Yale is kind of like having that key. People see it and they think, hey, this person must be really smart and important. It's like a confidence boost. Now let's talk about gold and silver. Think of them as your secret hideout where you keep your favorite toys safe. Jim likes them because when things get a bit messy with the government and money, gold and silver stay valuable. It's like a safety net for your money. So going to Yale is like having a VIP pass to a fancy party, and owning gold and silver is like having a secret hideout for your money. Both are pretty handy in their own way, especially when things get a bit tricky in the world. Jim has a lot of US dollars. People usually think of the US dollar as a safe place to keep money when things are not going well. It's like a safe haven during tough times. But Jim is not so sure about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. He's a bit worried because some cryptocurrencies have disappeared in the past. It's like they went poof and nobody knows where they went. That makes Jim a bit cautious. Another thing on Jim's mind is that governments might start making rules about cryptocurrencies. They could even say, no more cryptocurrencies allowed. That would be a big problem for people who like using them. Jim wants to be careful with his money. He likes the idea of the US dollar because it's been a reliable choice for a long time. But with cryptocurrencies, there's a bit of uncertainty. It's like a new thing, and not everyone is sure how it will work. Jim thinks the fighting about trade between China and the US is kind of silly. He says that in the past, when countries started trade wars, it didn't end up being good for anyone, so he thinks it's not a smart move. Jim is concerned about the current state of the economy. He talks about bubbles, which are like when things get too expensive and might burst, causing problems for the economy. Imagine blowing up a bubblegum too much. If it gets too big, it can pop. He also talks about global debt, which is when many countries owe a lot of money. It's like people having big credit card bills. Jim worries that this could be a big issue and cause trouble for the world's money. If these bubbles burst and countries can't pay back their debts, it might lead to economic problems globally. It's like a domino effect where one thing leads to another. Jim's concerns highlight the importance of keeping an eye on these issues to prevent any major economic troubles in the future. It's a bit like taking care of your finances to make sure you don't spend too much and end up in trouble. Jim isn't feeling very good about how things are going. He says there are problems with the way countries are trading with each other, and he's also worried about the amount of money that's being borrowed. It sounds like he's saying we need to be careful and figure out a better way to do things so that everyone can be okay in the end. Jim says that when you invest, it's good to stick with things you understand and like. He thinks it's better to focus on what you know instead of following tips that might not be right. Boring investments based on what you know can actually bring you success. If Jim had a chance for a new job, he jokes about being a rock star, but in reality, he would have liked to try acting. It's super important to have fun with your dreams, but also think about what could really work for you. So if you're thinking about investing, remember to stick to what you know, and if you're looking for a second career, consider something you're really interested in, even if it's just a dream job like being a rock star or an actor. Jim feels that his biggest accomplishment in life is being a father to his 2 daughters. He believes that having kids later in life was beneficial because he could pursue other dreams before becoming a parent. Jim expresses that being a dad brings immense joy and fulfillment to his life. He enjoys the special moments and watching his daughters grow. As Jim looks back on his journey, he discovers that becoming a parent has brought a special and meaningful chapter to his life. The love and connection he shares with his daughters has become invaluable, filling his heart with gratitude for the unique experiences they bring. Jim's story emphasizes the significance of family and the joy that parenthood can bring, even when it happens later in life. Having children has added a new and wonderful dimension to Jim's life. The bond he shares with his daughters has made him appreciate the simple moments and the joy of being a parent. Despite the journey starting later than some, Jim realizes that the happiness and fulfillment he gains from parenthood are timeless. His story underscores the importance of cherishing family bonds and finding the joy in the journey of parenthood, reminding us that the love of family can bring happiness at any stage in life. In conclusion, Jim Rogers' journey from a small town to global success offers valuable lessons in finance and life. His insights on investments, passion, and caution reflect a seasoned perspective. As Jim navigates uncertainties in gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies, his story reminds us to stay grounded, be cautious with new ventures, and cherish the fulfilling moments in family life. Jim's wisdom continues to guide us through the ever-changing world of finance. So that's all from today's video. If you liked this video, please like it, subscribe for more such videos, share your thoughts in the comments section, and share it with your friends. See you soon.